Time has come for the powers of the president to be reduced. This country, we've created a monster in a president. He has so much powers. So I am in parliament, and we are so constrained. Look, as we speak, what we approved for the 13th African Games, this president and his ministers have long exceeded that.
You approved something in Parliament? How
Yes.
much did you approve in Parliament?
About 102 million cedis.
102 million. And how much was spent?
They spent, by the closing ceremony, they have spent 650 million. Will you believe that? Of our taxes, withdrawals from the coffers, way beyond what we approved. Then I discovered a few days ago that when we all thought that this is over, the games are over, apparently, on our blind side, they have gone to withdraw another 168 million. Can you believe that?
After the games?
After the games. And they are still withdrawing. This is just a few weeks ago. So what is happening? And in Parliament, we asked the minister, come and account. He is running away. He only came to tell us how many medals, the colors, what people were wearing and all that. And we said that, look, please, we don't need this. Parliament exists for financial accountability. Tell us the finances. Have you kept faith with the budget, what we approved? And look at the details, imagine. $50 million on food, over $4.5 million on accreditation. I mean, they spend our money like we have no problems in this country. Meanwhile, as we speak, and I get emotional when I talk about this, in my constituency, victims of the VRA spillage from the Okudzeto dams are still living in tents.
Right. Let me ask you with regards to the budget. You know, mostly when budgets are done, we give room for, you know, expenditure because you finish and then you have to come back to come and let the people know that I ended up spending more. Could it be that, yes, you decided on a lean budget, however, looking at the economic situation, they had to go overboard?
So you see, under the Ghanaian constitution, those scenarios, and this is a brilliant question, those scenarios have been anticipated. So if you must spend beyond what has been approved, that is why we have a mid-year review. You must come to Parliament for approval. We also have what is called contingency, the contingency fund under the Constitution. Now, if contingencies arise, for example, nobody saw COVID coming, you know, there may be a June 3rd disaster, for example, and you have to quickly mobilize. The Constitution says that, yes, you can, for those, you know, unforeseen circumstances, unforeseen. National Cathedral, which they were using contingency for, is not an unforeseen circumstance. It's not an emergency. You planned. You sat with your board of trustees and said you are going to do this. That is not an emergency. That's not an unforeseen circumstance. However, the Constitution says that after you have spent on that emergency, immediately go to Parliament, meet the Finance Committee. These things are not going on. Flagrant violations of the Constitution. So now, in this country, we don't even know what is emergency, what is a contingency. Public financial management is in total disarray. This cannot continue. So yes, brilliant question. There are times that we are not gods, we are not prophets. Even prophets don't always see everything. Emergencies may arise, genuine emergencies. But the Constitution has laid down procedures. And all of us in Parliament have been taught. We have gone through the laws of our country, and we know what the procedure should be. They are violating all of that. They are not following due process.
Right. So if the due process was followed, NDC wouldn't have complained. Is that what it is?
Yes, if due process was followed, for example, in the case of the 13th African Games, you come to us and you say, oh, this was what we thought we would spend. We didn't expect to go beyond 100 million cedis, and we had some projections for fundraising. Probably the fundraising didn't go too well. Private sector was not really interested in the games. So we need to spend more. So we have bills to clear. So we are going through the contingency processes. And we have come to you in Parliament. We've gone through the Finance Committee. We are following the constitutional arrangements. And then we'll go into the details and we see that if, look, you know, genuine expenditure items that could not be foreseen, we will approve it. Why? We are rational. We've been in government before, you know. There will be no qualms. But where you behave as if there are no laws, there is no parliament, we don't have a constitution, and you just do whatever you want, and you are just spending unhinged, like there's no tomorrow, certainly we will have to complain. Because if not, it means that we are also complicit. We have derelicted in our mandate, and we have no business sitting in parliament.
All right, I'll come back to you with more questions, but for those of you at home watching us, are you playing the quick cash game? Well, if you're not, then you might lose out. Make sure you pick up your phone and dial *281#, *281#. When you dial, select number 7, which is Joy Prime, and play as many as possible. The more you play, the more your chances of winning up to, no, it's not up to, it's even more than 1,000 Ghana cedis. So you can win 1,000, and then you win again 1,000, and you win again 1,000. So keep playing and playing and playing. My guest for this morning is Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, and he is on the ticket of the NDC, and he's actually explaining to us the NDC's manifesto. I have more questions to ask him, but I know I have a lot of messages that are here as well. And like I told you earlier, I'm here for you. So if our messages are ready, can I please read some of the messages, please? We'll quickly read some of your messages. I promise you that I'll read a lot. Oh, wow. All these messages for Honorable? Okay, so, all right, it started from, okay, 6:37. I was getting messages. Ooh, okay. I'll start from here. Okay. Oh, wow. 1 second. I'm trying to get all the messages together. All right. Where does this start from? No, I can't go all the way to 609. So Meshach and all, I'm going to have to start with, oh, okay, 616. All right. During the NPP manifesto launch and Dr. Bawumia's media engagement, the light was on 247 on the, is it Western North region? But on Saturday during NDC manifesto, the light was off the whole day. Is that their campaign strategy? NPP never again. Jerry Blay. Good morning, fantastic lady. In fact, comparing John Mahama and Mama Jane to Bawumia and Napo is like comparing multimedia group to Wontumi Media. Ouch. That's harsh. Ghanaians can sacrifice our 24-hour economy, Children's Hospital, Women's Bank, free tertiary education for level 100s, removal of e-levy and bed tax for same group of jokers who don't know anything about their own government. Every question on payment, I have to find out is the answer from Bawumia, a whole head of economic management team, yet knows nothing about NAPCO arrears, health workers wanting to go on strike over condition of service. What at all does Bawumia know? Ghana must be reset, and JM and Jane, we shall get there. Masaraman inside Tuna Sola, Tuna Kalba. Good morning to you. The Vice President of the Republic of Ghana addressed the media ahead of December 7th general election, touching on key issues such as press freedom, economic management, and green energy. This management with the media is significant as it provides transparency and accountability to the public and allows for dialogue on important topics that affect the country. Good morning, Roslyn. NDC's manifesto is job-oriented manifesto. It awaits NPP manifesto. JDM is coming. Good morning, host. Check the meaning of resetting and upgrade. You see clearly that Ghana indeed need upgrade, certainly not resetting. There is nothing new in NDC manifesto. In 2012, the same former President Mahama promised teachers in deprived areas 20% salary increase, but never fulfilled it. 4 years Odumso under Mahama, Youth Employment Council, both teachers and nurses training allowance, etc. Ghanaians don't forget easily. Jasikan Municipal Basai Komla Matthias. All right, Basai. Hassan Cisse from Zeno Central says, good morning to everyone. In fact, I can see clear hope and vision in the NDC People Manifesto, especially the building of 500 Children Hospital in Accra, and I will wish the government use the National Cathedral for that project. No fees stress, reduction of Haji fare, and the scholarship for Zongo students in the areas of science, technology, and engineer. Let me urge all Ghanaians to vote massively for JDM and the NDC so that we can reset our country and bring economic economic freedom and development to all Ghanaians. Good morning, Preeti. Whoever advised Mahama not to debate Dr. Bawumia has done him a great service. Dr. Bawumia on any day will floor Mahama easily. Yesterday, he demonstrated that he's indeed on top of issues. To those who are asking why is he not implementing all the things he's promising now, his answer is simple. Why didn't Mahama, who had full authority as president, do all the things he's promising now? He's not the president and has not been president before, but as a vice president, he can boldly point out to 33 policies he has initiated. Can Mahama, as vice president, point out to just one cave reborn? Good morning. What Dr. Bawumia said yesterday about NAPCO trainees is very disappointed. For almost 3 years, these trainees haven't been paid what is due them, and we continue saying that you will engage the finance ministry. So all this while, what has he been doing about it? Or he wants to tell them that he is unaware. So can't he use same energy? He instructed the finance ministry to pay nursing trainees to do same to NAPCO trainees, or NAPCO trainees are Ghanaians to deserve this. They shouldn't forget that these trainees, they are deliberately starving, will vote on December 7th. Alhaji Hamza from Pick Farm says, good morning, Roslyn. Let me use this opportunity to salute Honorable Ablakwa this morning. He demonstrated to show he is on top of issue. I was particularly happy to hear President Mahama say taxes like the Beton tax, e-levy, COVID tax, and others are all going to be removed. He did not only promise, but he went further to add timelines to it, unlike others who could not do so. The manifesto of the NDC gives hope to the Ghanaian people. Okay, the 24-hour economy is a game changer. A lot of jobs is going to be created for the youth of this country. Madam, are you aware that the poor taxpayers' monies was used to import a stone from Israel for the foundation of the National Cathedral? Who does that? This can only happen in Ghana, but I'm particularly happy that this election is going to be based on credibility, trustworthy, and honesty, and I'm afraid Dr. Bawumia lacks all these credentials. I agree with President Mahama that this country needs to be researched. Madam, trust me, we shall rescue this country. Wallahi. Good morning, Roslyn. Good morning, Roslyn. John Mahama is not our solution for known. He should step aside and let us think. Mahama can never do the work for the good people of Ghana. Is this new John Mahama for the one we know? I can never forget 2016. If you're talking about creating of jobs, Madam Host, as the NDC, as Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa, he should tell you, NDC and NPP, who create more jobs for the good people of Ghana. When you are known talking about free, it makes me confused. It doesn't make sense to me. My name is Fusaini from Tamale. Okay, Fusaini, I was struggling to read your messages a bit, so pardon me. Good morning, Roslyn. The NDC manifesto is a great manifesto to go for game changer. Dr. Bawumia meeting the press is a zero idea. JM is coming 2025. My regards to Honorable Joti Achu from Katamaso, New Bridge. Good morning, my sister Roslyn. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC have presented People's Heartbeat Manifesto. Ghana will work again under the experienced leaders, JDM and Nana Jane. They will recover all the loot, cancel e-levy, COVID-19 levy, and emission tax. As for the Nanado Bawumia horror movie we watched for 8 years will be a thing of the past. Bawumia even wanted to cry when he was asked about to go to the free port. Okay, the 24-hour economy is the way to go. One job, 3 people, 3 shifts, and everyone will enjoy. From Solomon Zenu, Martin Luther. Honorable Akesime from Sihri Bekwai says, regards to the CEO of A&A Drinking Water, Master J.E. inside Sihri Bekwai, NDC manifesto launch was a resounding success, showcasing a vision that perfectly aligns with Ghana's needs, unlike the NPP's empty promises. The NDC comprehensive plan promises tangible benefits for the people. I urge all Ghanaians to join forces with John Mahama and the NDC in the upcoming elections. Together, let's build a brighter future for our nation. I have so many messages. Let me come back to Honorable Okudzeto, and then I can come back to the messages. Honorable, you can see the messages. They are here.
Yeah, lots of them. I
have so many messages. I know I promised my viewers that I'll be reading most of them. So I'll definitely come back to these messages. Now,